here to talk about powerful insights for business, especially business development. And meaning that sometimes we think about complex strategies to get more business, and we are wasting time and money with little things. We're going to see that the most powerful insights we have to grow our business sometimes are little things, little details in our conversations with our clients, in the way we set our mindset, in the way we set our strategy and our commitments when we are dealing with customers and with our employees as well. One thing that really keeps me always in the right direction is I imagine in every business meeting, I imagine there are cameras in the room. Because if you think there are cameras in the room, your posture changes. You're more careful about your words, about your body language, about how you interact with other people. Imagine you've been recorded. Every single interaction with clients and with your teams, you are recorded. So you're going to change the way you behave. You're going to bring the best of you every single time. So this is very little but very powerful. Imagine every time there are cameras in the room. What are you going to be able to do with powerful insights for business? First, ask effective questions. Effective questions are the ones that give you useful answers. A lot of people ask a lot of questions during meetings, but they don't get the answers they need to evolve in the negotiation. So they're not effective questions. So PIB brings you a very simple sequence of questions that can help you go straight to the point, to the core of your client's motivations, needs, and real interests. So you can cut the chase, you can save money, and save time at the same time, and get to what is important in that negotiation. And of course, influence ethically, right? Because this is very powerful. If you use this to take advantage of people, you are a criminal. So you have to use this ethically. You're going to uncover secret information about your clients, how they think, how they behave, how they make decisions. Imagine the power of this. If you're able to, in a few minutes of any conversation, uncover that secret information. You know how people think, how they make decisions. So you're going to know precisely what to say. And add real value. This is the final objective of all this. We need to add real value. It's not enough just to talk about it. Okay, we're going to add value to your business. Everybody's talking about that. Are you able to really add value to your clients in a way that they will never forget about you and they will feel like they owe you forever? And they're going to refer a new business to you every single week because they feel like you have helped them so much that they have to, in reciprocity, they have to give you back. Have a look at this. What is the most important information in this slide? In your opinion, what is the most important information you see here?
Photograph. Yeah.
No, it's not.
The associations.
The associations. It's good, but it's not. No. It's not so obvious. It's another powerful insight for business. The most important information in here is what you don't see, is the blank spaces. When you are dealing with customers, you have to be open to the blank space. You have to be willing to see what's going that I don't know yet. We have this tendency of, attaching our thinking to what we already know. This is my past. This is not my future. And when I am negotiating with someone, I'm building my future. So I have to be willing to see that information that I don't see right now. So I'm ready to accept everything that comes in my direction. In a real negotiation, you have to be flexible. You have to be willing to listen to your clients or to the other party, right? So don't be attached to what you already know. Be open to the new, to the unknown, and be willing to accept. I've seen a lot of salespeople and a lot of businessmen going to meetings, and they expect the client to say this. They expect the customer to say that. They expect things to go in a certain way. And when they don't go in a certain way, they feel desperate. And they start talking like crazy. But if you're open to the new, to what you don't know, you accept every piece of information and you work with it. And you show respect to the other person. How will your customers rate your services right now? This is very basic, right? It's not what you wish. If you're honest, how would your customers rate your services right now? From 1 to 10. If it's not 10, it's 9, 8, or 7, what would be the impact of growing 1 point there in terms of money? Do your customers like to be sold to, or do they prefer to be served well? I don't know if you have noticed that, but when something is going well with something I bought, I say, look what I bought, right? If it's not working well, I say, look what they sold me. So actually, we don't like to be sold to. We like to buy things, but we don't like to be sold to. But we like to be served well. So that is one question. How much time or money are you spending or investing in preparing or empowering your team to serve well? And is sales something before service, or is sales already a service? How well is your team trained to sell better and to serve exceptionally? Sell better means your team is able to get win-win situations most of the time. It's not taking advantage of the customers. It's able to get win-win situations most of the time. Because if you are my client and you are very satisfied and you're getting results with my services, you're going to be my client forever, right? And you're going to refer my services to other people. Because every client has clients, has vendors, business partners. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars in advertising if you have satisfied and loyal clients. So be aware not only how you're selling to people, but how you're serving them to make them see the results you promised. How would you respond to those objections? Another thing, when you think about insights for business. Objections like, you are too expensive. Have you heard this one? Maybe once in a lifetime? We have tried it before and it didn't work. So you're trying to sell something and they say, we have tried it before, it didn't work. Or this one, I don't trust you. This is a strong one. I don't trust you. How would you respond? So PIB Selling offers you answers to those questions, to those situations, without sounding desperate. Because many people go like, you're too expensive. No, but you have to see our services. You have to see the quality of our products. You have to see, you have to see, you have to see. So the client has to see. It's his obligation to see. Or it would be our job to help them see in an elegant way, not in a pushy way. It's always better to seduce. Seduce means you are giving enough information and emotional safe feelings that the customer feels like, okay, I'm moving forward. I want to know more. I want to know more. I want to see how you can help me. I want to get to know you better so I can trust you. I want to see the value you're giving me so I don't think it's too expensive. But you have to seduce, not force anything. How much more could your organization sell if your team knew how to deal with objections effectively and overcome every fear and every doubt your customers might have? Imagine that. Imagine how many deals you lost just because your teams or you didn't know how to deal with objections effectively. Or you gave the wrong answer and it just switched off the customer. Imagine how much more you could sell. 10%, 20%, 30%? I thought in the beginning only 10%, but we have seen wonderful numbers. How much would it be in dollars? So if you sell $10 million a year, 10% would be an extra $1 million in your pocket, right? If you sell $100 million, an extra $10 million. And we have to make those calculations because it's very easy for us to buy a new computer and spend like $5,000, $10,000 in equipment and technology. But it's not so easy for us to spend that money training our people. Have you thought about that? How it's easy for us to buy an equipment. Okay, $10,000, I'll buy the equipment, I need it. But let's train our people. No, 10,000, it's too much. My God, $10,000 to train my people, $5,000. So we always think it's too much to invest in people, but we don't think it's too much to invest in technology. And many times people are going to give you much more and greater return on investment than technology, especially if they know how to use technology. What is the most important thing we have to give to our clients? Return on investment, guaranteed. So from the very beginning, our main point to seduce our clients is, okay, you don't have any risk on your part. We guarantee you return on investment or you don't pay anything. Do you know the difference between customers and clients? Customers, they buy from you eventually, right? But clients, you develop this deep relationship. If I am a professional speaker and I speak only once or twice to any of my clients, they're not clients, they're customers. But if I develop this relationship, I've had clients for 12 years, 15 years, 10 years, and that's why we don't need to be famous to be wealthy if we are in the client's relationship business. You have to be famous to your clients, that's all. You don't have to be famous to everybody. Just be famous to your clients. So when they think about the services you provide, they think about you. But how are you doing to become famous to your clients? How are you conquering heart share so you can have mind share and market share as a consequence? If your customers say, I need a good price, what is your response? This is a question that can change everything. I understand good price is important for you. Besides price, what else is important in a long-term business relationship? When you ask that question to your customer, he starts becoming a client. When you use long-term business relationship in that question, you start modifying their minds. And then they go like, okay, price, besides price, maybe, support is important, trust, competence, quality, speed, and if you're talking about money, what is the return on investment for the money your client is giving you that he's getting? This is value. How do we add value? What are the three main pillars that add value? First one is obvious, right? Everything we sell is supposed to add value. So product we sell. The product we sell has to add value. The processes, how we work, our logistics, our financial department, how we work has to add value to our clients. And of course, how we interact with our clients has to add value. If you see those three, what is the most important one? Because people are the ones who, knowing the products, can communicate the value of those products to the clients. People, knowing the processes, are able to communicate the value of those processes to the client. And of course, they are able to communicate value in every interaction they have with the client, in every phone call, in every email. When you send an email to your client that you were negotiating with them, you say something like, oh, have you decided yet? Or you add some value. The major mistake in sales is trying to add value to your products or services. The never told secret to increase sales is adding value to your client's needs. Let's say you say, Fabio, I need a sales training. My mistake. Oh, I have a sales training for you. And say, oh, that's great. How much is it? Let's say it's X amount of dollars, 10,000. Let's say 10,000. It's $10,000. Okay, I'll get back to you. I'll think about it. And maybe I'll go like, what I do now, right? This is a normal interaction. But what if I do something different? Because, this is the perception of equivalent value. This is older than human nature. When I say I have a need, I have a perception of value for that need. When you say I have the solution for that need, your brain goes, okay, so your solution is equivalent to my need. If I told you I have a need and you say I have the solution, you're telling me your solution is equivalent in value to my need. But if my need seems to have little value, the solution seems to have They don't value. What if and then I tried, no, but you know, it's worth investment because my training is awesome. I change lives. I'm going to give you return on investment, right? I try to increase the value of my solution after you have determined in your brain that it's not that valuable. So what I do, I invert. Instead of trying to add value to my solution, I add value to your need. So let's say you tell me, Fabio, I need a sales training. All right. Then I go, why do you need a sales training? Oh, because I think we could sell much more if my team was ready. What do you mean your team was ready? What do you think is lacking in your team so they would be able to sell more? Well, I think they need more knowledge about the sales science, the science of sales and negotiation. I've seen basic mistakes they do every day. How much more you would like to be selling? Let's say, well, I sell $10 million right now. I think we could be selling $15 million. So you're telling me that your team is not ready, and that's the reason why you're not selling $15 million. Well, I don't know. Maybe it is. All right. Why haven't you invested on the sales training so far? You know, Fabio, I'm never sure if this is going to work. So you haven't invested because you're not sure this is going to work. If I could assure you that it works, then you would feel more confident about it. Maybe yes. If I could take the risk out of your part and I assume the risk, that would be nicer. Can you do that? Yeah. So let me see if I understand you. You want a sales training because you're not selling as much as you would like to be selling. And you believe that if your sales team were ready, the impact over your business would be like at least $1 million more. Or maybe the $5 million you want. You want to work with someone who can take the risk out of your side and can guarantee you return on investment. And am I on the right track here? He's going to say what? Yes. So I can help you. Before, if I don't do the PIB, what is his need? I need a sales training. That's it. Right? After the PIB, what is his need now? I need a sales training because I believe I can get $1 million more. And if I have someone who can give me the benefit of guaranteed the return on investment, I will go for it. This need has more value, at least $1 million more, right? So my solution now has $1 million value, but it doesn't cost $1 million. Let's say it still costs $10,000. So now my client is comparing $1 million value against $10,000 price. If I don't do the PIB, he's comparing my $10,000 price against zero, which is his investing so far. You see the difference? So PIB helps you to bring value into your client's mind. And you see, when you're asking questions to your client about his need, he doesn't think you're selling. He thinks you are interested. He thinks you are listening to, because you are listening to. You're trying to find the real need. So he's not defensive. He's like, okay, let's talk. Guards down. Easier for him to listen to you. All right. So this is the sequence. You listen to the needs. These are these explicit needs. Needs that your client will tell everybody. Every salesman. Everyone. Then you go, why do you need that? And when you ask that, you increase the value of the need. Then you ask, how would that impact you? Or how is this impacting you right now because you don't have the solution? Then you increase the value of the need. And then you ask about the benefits. So the benefits you're looking for are, and then you qualify your solution even before you say it. All of those questions has to be client-centric. And then, of course, you increase the value of the need. And when you increase the value of the need, you're doing the PIB thing. You're discovering the implicit needs. The needs, he will only talk to you because you were the only one who asked those questions. Psychologically, explicit needs plus implicit needs real added value. Not all business opportunities are the same. Let's use the symbols, okay? Let's say round is excellent, business opportunity, triangle is okay, and square is trouble. Those clients you wouldn't like to have anymore. You're losing money, the client's not happy, lose-lose situation. Do you have one of those? Yes. Sometimes before you're not able to negotiate well, you're not able to use PIB selling or to get a win-win, so you accepted because they were big, so you wanted to have them in your portfolio, so you accepted. But, you know, this is how a normal pipeline works. You have this lead in, contact made, needs defined, proposal made, negotiation started, and then you win or you lose, right? This is a normal pipeline. PIB selling suggests you eliminate the trouble ones, you see? This is the normal one. With the PIB, you eliminate the squares. You don't have bad deals here. You only have good ones and okay ones. Let's say you have 100 opportunities, you're closing like 30%. With this, with the same 100, you're closing like 50 or 60%. Why? You qualify the lead. With those questions, you qualify. You better understand if that client is the right client for you. You make the contact and you sell the concept. You sell the concept. Before you sell anything, sell the concept that you are there to understand their problem, understand the impact of those problems, and understand the real benefit they're looking for. You sell this concept before you sell anything. Then you define the needs, you explore the PIB more deeply, you make the proposal based on PIB, you present it, you negotiate adjustments, not price. You don't negotiate price, you negotiate the solution, the adjustments on the solution. If you start negotiating price, you start diminishing the value of what you're offering. Many people don't know how to do that, so they give discounts. If you know how to discuss value, you don't have to give discounts. And then you win, and the most important thing, you become the trusted advisor. So you get hired as the trusted advisor for that client. And then you have the right to expand your funnel with repeated business and referrals. With the same or with less effort, you sell even more. Sales is a service, right? See sales as a service. You're already helping your client to succeed during the sales process. Your job in sales is to help your clients see what you're offering. Help your clients see not only what you're offering, but help your clients see the real need. Many clients don't know the value of their own need. By using PIB selling, you help them see the value of that need. Really understand. This is a commitment. You know what a commitment means? Really understand what people need, why they need it, and how bad they need it. Again, you can see that PIB selling helps them see how bad, right? What is the real need? So really understand. And every person is different. So every human being has a different set of motivations. Mindset. This is the positive obsession. A lot of people see obsession as a negative word. Positive obsession. Client-centric focus and obsession for adding value. Meaning, you don't rest until you're sure you're adding value to your clients. You don't rest until you're sure they see how you can help them. And you don't rest until you deliver on your promise.
Nobody hires anybody not to get results. Clients hire vendors to get return on investment. Expertise, experience, and excellence, and you can guarantee return on investment to your clients.
He's articulate, he engages the audience, he's very concerned about delivering value on the platform.
Increasing sales is adding value to your clients' needs, but how you're serving them to make them see the results.
I think that Fabio would be a great asset to any organization, and certainly the techniques I learned today will help me.
Fabio's different from other speakers because he's walked the walk.
We need to add real value. It's not enough just to talk about it. Okay, we're going to add value to your business. Are you able to really add value to your clients?
Fabio gives you an opportunity to see how his strategy can be implemented in almost any industry.
Evolution, learning, growing, and trying to do better every time. This is excellence in pragmatic and practical terms.
What is that you're offering that will solve their problems for good? Trust, quality, guarantee.
Get your team ready, get your audience ready, get your client base ready. It's going to be a fabulous experience.
The great feedback I get from my clients, we are fun, we are easy to work with, they like our energy, we deliver great content, and we inspire them to apply what they have learned. You must be willing to learn if you want to be able to grow. We guarantee your satisfaction. We guarantee return on investment. So let's move forward, let's work together, let's get better results to your organization right now.